The director told the actor playing Squints, hit one piece of direction: keep your tongue in your mouth.
So I was
Uh,
4 as well. Was it because I was born in September '88, so I was 4.
I was 23 and in my last year of college, so screw you all. I'm seasoned. So I'm just saying.
Absolutely. Just kind of
then don't
no.
worry, you're a prize pig.
you
You have
you
no
get
idea how many times I've been called that at
you get the
IML. You have
Bluebell
no idea.
Award. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Chicago Cinephiles podcast. I am your co-host, Daniel. Joining with me, as always, is James and Steven. Fellas, how we doing today?
We're red, white, and blue for you.
Only in America.
Oh,
That looks like a hoof. It looks like it has a
This,
hoof and
it looks like it's flipping you off,
it's
doesn't
got a
it? Like a
camel
little,
toe.
yeah, screw
behold,
you,
the Statue of Liberty
I
duck.
love it.
America.
I love
Don't
that.
make fun of it, otherwise my American Eagle duck will come and get you.
Oh, that's a good one.
Where's your Ben Franklin one? I was like your George Washington one.
I have a farmer duck. Would that work?
Oh my God, James, you
The
really have.
gentleman farmers.
Oh my Lord.
That makes me happy. It makes Steven like Steven gets, he feels a little conscious sometimes about his little figurines around it, and you got 20,000 ducks around yours.
My little figurines.
Oh,
How
sorry,
dare
action figures.
you. And they're worth more than your car, as
What's
Dwight says in that episode.
yeah. No, I wasn't
I
trying to
didn't have a
insult you. I just
car.
forgot what they were called, honestly. Yeah, I don't have a. Well, that's not worth more because I ain't got a car. See, Steven, your card is worth more than my car.
That's true.
'Cause I don't have a car.
Card that I spent $8 on in 1990, whatever. Dear God, no, 80, whatever.
And that was $9.99.
It's $9.99 on eBay.
Speaking of that, we were cleaning out my grandfather's stuff today because, again, talk about death. He's like just gung ho on getting stuff cleaned out. But he's 87, but he's also very healthy. But he wants to start getting stuff cleaned out. And we found a in-box DVD VHS combo, like VCR. And he could not believe that they go for over $100 on eBay.
Oh, easily.
He's like, who's buying this crap?
People who
And
want to
I said, well, a
stuff.
lot of it's people who have physical media. And I said, and then I opened it up to start to see if it's working. And this is how attention and detail he is. He put a sticky note on when he bought it. He bought it in 2020 during COVID. I'm like, you idiot. You bought it 6 years ago for $8. Who bought it? You bought it. It wasn't like you've had it for 35 years.
Where this came from?
Yeah, but he literally has everything documented. So if you ever want, like, if you just look long enough, you'll find a sticky note or a little scribble somewhere where it says how much he paid for it, when he got it, where he got it. He got it at a yard sale for $8 during COVID.
I'm in love with this man because that's the way we all should be.
All right, y'all. Today, this is obviously July 4th, so we are here to celebrate America's 250th anniversary, back-to-back World War champions. I have a cool shirt coming, but it didn't get here in time, so unfortunately, I missed rocking. My Life is Good America shirt. But today, we decided to do a movie that is very focused on summertime, 4th of July, fireworks, and we chose to do The Sandlot. So we're gonna talk about The Sandlot today. So
obviously,
if you guys are a fan of that, please do consider liking already, subscribing. I promise you're going to enjoy the episode. And then let us know below what your thoughts are about our deep dive of the movie. So with that being said, let's go ahead and hop into it. So The Sandlot was released April 7th, 1993. Just for an age check, how old was everybody then?
Can't stand you when you did this. I hate
4?
Really 4? You're really 4?
No, I think you were You were born in '89, right? Because
Yeah.
you were 3. You weren't 4 yet because your birth. No, you were 4. Yeah. So I was
Uh,
4 as well. Was it because I was born in September '88, so I was 4.
I was 23 and in my last year of college. So screw you all. I'm seasoned. So I'm just saying.
Absolutely. Just kind of
then don't
no.
worry, you're a prize pig.
I was just- you have
You
no
get
idea how many times I've been called that at
you get the
IML. You have
Bluebell
no idea.
Award.
Trust me, there's so many men who
Um.
said that before.
All right, so this movie, I hate to use the word stars because it kind of feels like they're not in many. There's a few stars in this, but most of them were just like, I've never seen them again. But anyway, we got I think it's Tom Gurry as Smalls, Mike Vitar as Benny the Jet Rodriguez, Patrick Renna as Hamilton Ham Porter, who actually did play and stuff, Chauncey Leopardi as Squints,
So funny.
and then the two random cameos: Dennis Leary as Bill and James Earl Jones as Mr. Myrtle.
And don't forget Karen Allen. I love that she was in this.
Yeah, but I mean, she's not as pot, is she?
I mean, to me,
What do you know her in mainly? Like, what?
I would
What is?
say Indiana Jones movie she was in.
Fair
So.
enough. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, she isn't. Yeah, she's like,
Yay!
she's like, is she the most annoying female?
No,
No,
in
the
the Indiana
blonde
Jones
chick
movies,
is. What's her
yeah,
name?
Steven Spielberg's wife.
God,
Yeah,
she's awful. I even prefer the little Asian kid over him. What's her?
good
What's
call,
his?
Dr. Jones. Yeah,
What's
what
his
is it?
name?
Short round, short round.
Short round. All
And
right,
not
so
offensive if I'm quoting the movie. There you go.
the budget of the movie is not really known. I mean, I'm sure I could look it up, but IMDb or web didn't know it. But it did have a box office hit of about 34 million.
Which is not bad for a little
Not bad
movie.
for this movie that's just like a random movie. Like to me,
Not
this is
bad
like
at
a
all.
straight to VHS type movie, but it obviously wasn't. But anyway, so all right, awesome. So now we're gonna have Steven give us a quick summary of the movie. Just bypass any crying that Steven does for PTSD from the very beginning of the movie for his childhood. Steven, take it
You'll
away.
find out what he means later, and you will know that this is triggering. Here we go. The Sandlot follows Scotty Smalls, a shy kid who moves into a new town at the start of the summer of 1962 and struggles to make friends. He tries to join a group of boys from his neighborhood in their never ending baseball game at a backyard lot, aka the Sandlot. But Scotty is a baseball triple threat. He can't catch, he can't hit, and he can't field, and is nearly laughed out of the neighborhood by the members of the Sandlot. He's saved by the Sandlot's best player and natural leader, Benny Rodriguez, who kindly begins to teach Scotty how to play the game, leading to his acceptance into the Sandlot and a summer filled with run ins with a gorgeous female lifeguard, a savage neighbor dog that lives behind the Sandlot's outfield fence, and Scotty losing and trying to retrieve his stepfather's prized baseball signed by Babe Ruth. The Sandlot is a feel good summer movie that celebrates childhood friendships and the long lost summers that live perfectly in our memory for decades.
Now is that Babe or Baby?
Baby Ruth.
That was so fun. Guy, man, we'll get to it. Sorry. All
Young
right.
lady. Baby Ruth.
So let's dive into what was going on that year. I know the Oscars obviously didn't win an Oscar, but I think we've done this year before somehow, but I'm gonna do it
We
again,
did
obviously.
Schindler's List. Oh, no, it's the year before Schindler's List. You're right.
Yeah, so I'm
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
would 94 would that have been Shakespeare in Love? Is that how we're
I don't
because we've
know.
said these before, but I
Is
don't
it
know what
Braveheart?
might have been Braveheart. That could have been it too, yeah.
Because
Might have
Shakespeare in Love
been.
was ended '90s, I think.
Was it 96
Mhm.
Braveheart? I mean
Oh, the English
Shakespeare in Love?
Patient.
It could be English
Oh,
Patient
God.
too, yeah.
Let's not talk about that one.
All right. So
No.
in January, production began of Toy Story, which is ironic because Toy Story 5 is out.
Yeah.
January, Audrey Hepburn sadly dies.
Mhm.
In February, tennis legend Arthur Ashe dies of AIDS.
Um,
In February, the World Trade Center was bombed. In February, the ATF raids the Branch Davidian compound in Texas. That's a while. So if you guys haven't heard about that much, you have, but obviously.
Yeah,
In
buddy.
March, Beavis and Butthead premiere on MTV.
That sucks.
April, the World Wide Web launches in the public domain,
Mm.
which is crazy.
Thanks, Al Gore.
Yeah. In June, Lorena Bobbitt maims her husband with the kitchen knife.
Nice choice of words.
I'm gonna leave it at that. You guys can go look it up and find out. Although to be fair, he had a very successful post that he became a porn star, apparently.
Well, when you can detach it when it comes on or not. That's everybody's favorite, you know.
I mean, I've heard of BYOB, but I've never heard of BYOP. Like bring your own penis. I've never heard of that. But anyway.
You're not gay, so you would know if you were.
In July, this is interesting to me. In July, Nicholas II, the last Tsar of Russia, remains are identified along with the family using DNA. Because there were some beliefs that that the family had escaped and whatnot. In August, Ruth Bader Ginsburg was sworn in as a Supreme Court justice, becoming the second female Supreme Court justice. And then in October, unfortunately, River Phoenix dies of an OD. And then in December, we get Schindler's List opens.
Wow.
So
You've
kind
seen
of some
Schindler's List, right? You've seen that movie?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to it again because it's like you see it once, you're like,
tough.
okay, I don't want to see the girl in the red dress anymore. I get it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so now let's get on with the fun facts because that was kind of depressing toward the end of the month, end of year there. Y'all hit me with some fun facts.
Hit this, James. What do you have for us?
So my favorite is so apparently the cast were, children, a lot of many young actors. And apparently they snuck into a nearby movie theater to watch Basic Instinct.
Oh, wow.
Like that's why that cast was so well bonded, because they got through watching Basic Instinct.
Well, they got a lot to watch a lot here. You know what I'm saying?
They grew up real quick.
I love the fact that in 1998, Michael Polidoris, whoever his name, sued 20th Century Fox and the producers of this film for defamation. He claimed, as he was a classmate of David Mickey Evans, the writer and director of the movie, and claimed that the character of Squints was derogatory and caused him shame and humiliation.
Why? Because it was like after him or whatever, supposedly.
Yeah, the trial court found in favor of the filmmakers. If you were the person who sort of inspired Squints, wouldn't you be like, yeah, I kissed the hot lifeguard,
right?
Like, wouldn't you think that was the best thing in the world? Like, that's one of my favorite scenes in this movie, where he just like winks and goes for it. Like,
this magic moment.
And get out, you'll never get your banned from here. And then she starts smiling at him. He's like, yeah, I know what I got, And he was upset about that. I'm like, are you crazy? Yeah,
it's like legend lore. Like you don't buy any beer in town if you tell that story. Like, come on. James, you got another one, or is that it?
Do have one more. So apparently most of the filming was very hot. But however, when they filmed the pool scene, it was overcast and the water was 56 degrees.
Oh my
and all
God.
The kids are extremely cold. And you can see shivering before Squints pretends to drown. Like you can see his teeth chattering. But apparently they were all freezing when they filmed that scene.
Wow.
And I've noticed that, but like we've all been that way. Like when you get out of the water and the wind's blowing, it does make you cold. So I just assumed that's what it was. So it ended up working out really well.
And no sun. Like, it's just
right. Yeah, it's like,
poor kid.
That's funny. Really? Steven, anything?
Older and younger Benny are played by real life brothers, Pablo Bidar and Mike Bidar.
Really? That's cool.
Isn't that really neat? I like that. and my favorite scene was the kissing scene. The director told the actor playing Squints one piece of direction: keep your tongue in your mouth.
Because like how did they like approve that? Because I'm assuming that like she's over 18 and he's not.
I don't think she was over 18.
You don't think so? Okay.
No. And
I just didn't know how that works. I always wonder how that kind of stuff,
It was the 90s.
Fair.
Well, she's not doing anything to him. He's doing it to her. So
I guess, yeah. And I guess it's just like, it's just CPR gone bad.
And no chest compressions, just all mouth to mouth.
Yeah.
Staying alive. Ha, ha.
You can't tell, by the way. No, that's the wrong side. Sorry. All right, y'all. Let's dive in. So, have any of you guys ever seen this movie before?
No.
I think I saw it when I was a kid, but I had no recollection other than like random things like, oh, this seems familiar.
I think I think for me, this movie, I've seen it more than even like Lord of the Rings, because as a kid, I just watched it on repeat, just all the time.
Oh, really?
All the time.
Oh.
And I wonder if that's like why I have a love for like the 50s and 60s music because I've heard it here first. Like
Mm-hmm.
this magic moment, like, and then like when they're singing the fireworks song, I'm having a brain fart, America, Sweet America,
Uh-huh.
when they're singing that, like, I just think it's like, it was just, anyway, but yeah, so,
Mm-hmm.
did you guys have any, expectations other than like, I think everyone's heard You're Killing Me, Smalls.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
in every meme I've known that. That's big. Yeah.
I feel like everyone's kind of known that, and then like, I, growing up, like, I've heard s'more. How can you have some s'more of nothing? Like before he says you're killing me, small. Um,
Killing me, Smalls.
it's so
You
good.
know.
But cool. I'm glad. So in terms of the movie, we're gonna so this podcast is gonna talk a little bit about the movie, but also talk about just kind of like nostalgia and like summertime and the Fourth of July because we're obviously celebrating the Fourth right now. Um,
Oh,
who do you
and
guys identify as in the movie in terms of the kids? Like, if you had to pick one.
y'all go first because I know who I am.
I mean, I was not a sports kid, so by default,
Yeah.
like I had no idea how to catch a baseball. Like I could throw it pretty good at someone, but that's because I was mad. But I, yeah. So we all know.
I don't. So I don't. So like. I played baseball my whole life. I don't know if I would. I'm not like I'm definitely not Benny the Jet. I'm probably more on the level of like Squints or maybe the guy who I can't think of the guy's name. The guy who brings the chewing
Like,
tobacco. Like
mm-hmm.
where? No, actually, I tell you, it's the pitcher, whatever his name is, because I was a
Mm-hmm.
pitcher and he was very good. And so, but like not like the all star, but just like he wasn't gonna. He wasn't the guy going to be pro, which obviously I didn't turn pro, but like. I mean, I did go to college for it, so like kind of that level. So I put myself there. Um, and also I was also a little pudgy, so maybe I'm Hamilton, maybe I'm Ham, the catcher, because I was a little chunky. I wore husky,
I
but
mean,
uh,
I
Yeah.
do identify with his trash talking. The
it was
Oh,
so
man.
good. God is so good.
That's it.
All right, Steven,
I
let's
mean,
peel back those
when I first
layers.
started watching this movie, I was like, "Oh my god, this is my childhood." I mean, I think I wanted to play Little League when I first started, but my father was gung ho about it because if I played, he could be the coach because they didn't coach it, but you had to have a son on the team. So I had to play. I didn't want to play anymore. Didn't matter. He wanted to coach, so I played for 5 years, and I was the worst human who ever played the game. I mean, horrible. I mean, you're watching this and he like misses the ball when it hit the fly ball comes to him. It hit me in the head one time. I wasn't even paying attention. I was in like center field, boom, or right field, boom, hit me in the head, and started running around. They didn't care about the ball, just worried about my head. They put me at second base. So if anytime a left-hand batter came up, everyone doesn't go, oh God, oh
Yeah.
God, they were freaking out. I actually hit a triple. Daniel knows this. I hit a triple once, knocked two men in, and standing on third base, and I heard the assistant coach say, "Hey, that's pretty great, Steve. Steve got a triple." And my father said, "Even a blind dog finds an acorn every once in a while." I mean, he would try to get me. He would say to me, he'd time out, lean into the ball, get hit. Is that what you're trying to say? Get hit? Well, you get on base, shut up. I was horrible. I was horrible. And I would pray for rain every time we'd have to play. And my mother would say, well, you're just going to have to do the game later if it rains. Maybe I'll be dead by then. I was saying this at 9. I hated playing this game. And I was horrible. But like Catcher, like him, when I learned that I could talk, because I knew all these kids, I went to school with them. So when I would talk crap about them, oh my lord, it would make them laugh, and then they couldn't hit. Oh, that's not my power. I was like, do these weird things. Stop
Hey,
it.
bada swing. Hey, bada.
The weirdest thing in the world, but I was horrible. God, I was horrible. I mean, I was watching this going, this is not funny. This is not humorous. This is not nostalgia. This is triggering. I know what young people are talking about. Horrible. I mean,
No,
Yeah.
I had to call him and talk him off a ledge because I really did feel bad for a second. I was like, but then I realized he was more joking. But
In college, I played Charlie Brown, and he's got a big song about losing the baseball game. It's a big song. And when my mother saw the show, she went, "Didn't have to act that baseball song, did you, son?" Yeah.
thank you,
Thank you,
mother.
mother. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. So I
Oh,
really, I think he picks it up like that, which I could never do, to this day.
Well, you didn't have a strapping, good-looking Latino teaching you how to do.
You've
That
got a
came later
point.
in life.
You've got a, and when we were wearing jock straps, we didn't really want to play ball, if you know what I'm talking, or that kind of ball,
You
anyway.
played with them, but not the same kind.
It was a very
I think
different
it was
thing.
goals.
There was a lot of
Yeah.
lycra and a lot of jock straps, but very different
And
kind
the
of thing.
word "the jet" is not a good term in that circumstance.
Unless you're into that.
Yeah. One thing I love about this movies, Steven, you mentioned in your summary was that just how surprising I was that the best kid was the nicest to Smalls. As
Oh
someone
yeah.
who I was, like I said, like I mean I was an all-star, like, and I did play and everything, and so but I was never the best player, even like on our all-star teams or like my regular teams. I would be like the second best, but it was still good
Mhm.
enough to make like whatever. But to see like I can still remember it this day. Like some of our, I think it's called Pony League back then. It was like 13 to 15-year-olds. Some of those kids were just so mean to
Oh
the
yeah.
kids that were not at that point. Most kids had kind of been okay, like it's not t-ball, so they don't have to do it anymore. But there were still a few kids that really just didn't. I mean, they just loved the game, but they weren't very good at it, and they would still just be so mean to people. And it's just like, dude, what do you do? And like, that's one thing that
Mhm.
like instilled in me early was that I'm never going to be that guy. And so like people would always be like, "How are you a jock, but you have goth friends and you have band friends?" And it's because I was like, because I mean, at some point, we've all been an outsider at something. Like if I go to a
Oh,
musical
amen.
theater with Steven, I'm gonna get made fun of because I'm the only straight guy in the room, And so it's like we've all been there. So
Steven
I love
Sondheim.
that he was so
Sondheim.
nice. I love the scene wherever he says, "Throw that hat in the."
Here, here,
I
take
got you
mine.
another one. And like you see, and to see the kid's joy when he runs into it, tells his mom,
Oh
dude, that
God.
just like that almost makes me want to choke up. And I've seen it 100 times. Like it's just fantastic. But
Oh,
what did you got?
exactly.
Like were you guys surprised that the good kid, like the best kid, was actually nice and not a dick?
I can see your point why you think that, but I kind of thought the opposite. It was like his love of the game is enough to make him want to share this with others and make them want to understand it. Because it's not about he's trying so hard, he's never going to do it. That's what I didn't try hard at all. That's why I failed. But he was trying so just to relax and you know try to let the ball come to the glove come to the ball. He really was encouraging him to enjoy it as opposed to fearing it and hating it. And it's comes from someone who really loves the game and is good at it. If you're good at something, it doesn't seem like a big deal to you. You know what I mean? Like if you're great playing at pool, billiards or pool, whatever, other people go, "Wow, I just watched you," but you don't think it's a big deal. You know what I mean? Because it's something you do. It's an easy skill for you, but to share that with other people is quite lovely. You know, I don't know. I thought it was really, I thought it was in character for him, and
Uh,
and how lovely that we reward him with being a major league player. At the end of
it's
the movie.
Well, I'll just say this.
Daniel.
I'll let James speak. Historically, like that's not true. Like historically, the best guy on the team usually is not the nicest guy because he's like, this is easy. How are you not getting this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
They're
I
not
see what
as
you're saying.
patient, in my experience, because like I said, I've
Yeah,
had plenty of it. So to me, I love the fact that he was the only one not making fun of them.
yeah,
James,
yeah.
let's get what's your thoughts on it?
Well, he loves he loves baseball. He needs a ninth guy. So there's nobody else volunteering. So I'm going to take this guy and I'm trying to make him the best I can.
Yeah.
But honestly, you're talking to a guy that's never been on a sports team. So I have no idea what you're talking about when it comes to that. Like I'm trying to translate into theater terms.
Yeah, no, it's different,
I'm
and
sure.
and I've even noticed it playing esports, which yes is a thing. So go ahead and laugh, everybody. Not y'all, but like people listening.
Oh
Like
yeah.
the biggest thing is I've been like a manager or whatever for the past few years for a very top tier Overwatch team, and I always tell people like if I catch you guys, like if we go up against a scrimmage or we go up against an opponent, and you can usually tell in the first fight if we're gonna crush them or not, just because you can just tell if their aim is good. And if I and like I'll tell them if you show yourself and like show out and like halfway try and do stupid stuff, then I'm gonna kick you off the team. Like we don't do that,
Mm-hmm.
and because a lot of people in the video game world don't have that sports background. Whereas, like in football, if you show your opponent up, guess what they're going to do? They're going to spear you next play, and they're going to slam you on the ground. And you can't do that in esports because you're online. And so I think there's a huge disconnect. So I can see where you guys are not able to sort of give a real life example because I think sports is a unique thing because there is that physicality there where in theory I can just come after you. Yes, I may get suspended for the game or whatever, but I can put an
Mm-hmm.
end to you showing me up. Whereas online in video games, you really can't do that.
I will say also the one thing that being a horrible baseball player and being on one of the losing teams in the league and I mean, constantly losing. Because my father he took a boy who'd had Down syndrome, couldn't really play,
Mm.
but my father, no one else in the league would take him in drafts. My father gladly took him, let him play. He wasn't benched. He was in the roster. And when he got a hit, the place went crazy. I was
Love
like,
it.
but to have to go across the field and go, good game, and look every person in the eye, and when they're gloating, still say it,
Yeah.
builds character that we
Hmm.
don't have anymore because you're not forced to go, good game, because then when you win, boy, howdy, is it great. I
Yep.
mean, it just fills you with such pride and happiness that you actually won when you constantly not getting there.
Oh,
And,
absolutely. Yeah.
but it builds character to have to go. Congratulations, you won over me today, it doesn't mean you're better or you're awesome or I'm a loser. It just means
You
you
beat
won.
me today. You got me.
Tomorrow's another day.
No sports ball.
God. Edit that out, please. Lord have mercy. I hate when people say
Yay,
that.
sports balls!
Um, all right. What was y'all's favorite quote from the movie?
Oh, oh, there's so many. Like the trash talking, like just the back and forth. Like you see, like kids logic, and then like as it was the early '90s, like where it catalyzed, where it was like, and you
You
throw like
throw
a
a
girl,
girl.
Yeah.
and
And that shut the
I'm
whole
like
thing down.
that was the thing, not the toe jam, not that, but that. Like I was like, that is such a
Uh,
kid thing
Not
from
that
back in the day.
you bob apples in the toilet, not that.
Yeah,
You
no, no, no.
play ball
That's
like a
fine.
girl.
Like that was such a random line. Like it just shows like kid logic back in the day.
Oh yeah, and the kid liked it to this day, I'm sure. I mean,
Yeah, it
I
shows.
don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't have
I
children,
know.
so I have no idea.
What about you, Steven?
I'm just going to go with the classic because you're killing me, Smalls. It just made me laugh
Yeah.
every time. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. Just made me laugh every time. He sounded like a
Yeah.
middle-aged man in a bar. You're killing me, Smalls. It was just hilarious every time.
I think it's either that one or the one about the s'more. I'll say something different. I'll say the one wherever he talks about like, yeah, some girl signed. I gotta get that ball back. Some girl signed it, but baby Ruth, and they're like, Babe Ruth, ah. I just
Or
like,
maybe Cannonball. I
yeah,
mean,
that's a
that's
good one
pretty
too.
great.
That's a good.
That's hilarious.
Or like I love whenever at the end, spoiler, whenever they when they meet James Earl Jones and he's like, "You're the one making all that racket. Why don't you just come ask me?" And they all beat up Squints. And he's like, "We got the ball back, okay?"
We
Like
get the ball back. We get the ball back.
they
Okay.
just beat him. It's so good. This soundtrack was phenomenal too. For this to be like just a random movie, like
Mm-hmm.
just some good soundtrack. Like that tequila song was so perfect for them on the ride because it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't take away. Because like I feel like a real song, you'd be singing the song
Mm-hmm.
and not paying attention to them getting sick. And it's the
Mm-hmm.
fact that tequila makes people sick.
The heroin of alcohol.
So it's like it's a perfect combo right there.
And I
Let's
think the first song, "Finger Popping Time," just sets the whole finger Poppin' time. I was like, I am in love with this movie already.
Yeah, it's just the soundtrack was phenomenal.
When they played that tequila song, I broke out laughing. I was like, "This is perfect for children to watch." Tequila.
Yeah. Yay, what daddy drinks before he touches me.
You smell
Um
like mommy's
every,
kisses.
yeah.
every time the Wendy, the lifeguard girl, every time she's shown
It's
in a
like a
scene,
saxophone.
they play a Drifter song.
Oh,
It's either
okay.
"There Goes My Baby" or "This Magic Moment,"
True, true. Okay, yeah.
which I love. I love.
I mean, I
I
really
mean,
think
the
they put a
line
lot of
fits
thought and
tonight.
like the scene where the um what's his name? I'm drawing a brain fart. Who sings that song? The America, Sweet America, when the fireworks are going off.
Ray
God
Charles.
shed. Thank you, Ray Charles. I love that scene because it makes it so much more just that and fireworks. It's like perfect. It's like God and the kid and he's running the base and all the kids are. I mean, it's just perfect, man. Just the soundtrack was perfect. I'm glad you liked it. Also, the random cameos of Dennis Leary and James Earl Jones. Let's go ahead and talk about that.
Okay,
Wow.
did James Earl Jones need money at this point? Where the Star Wars checks royalty checks not coming in? Like,
Well, it was 92, so we're talking before they were re-released, or right around the time they were
They
re-released.
shouldn't be because he just did also Field of
Field of Dreams.
Dreams.
Hmm.
Like
no, but from what
I
I
I
understand, he likes baseball
I must say I
movies. He
think he
likes
likes baseball
baseball.
because he does a very famous like one of his famous speeches is in Field of Dreams where he talks about
Well, according
baseball.
to IMDb, he doesn't like baseball at all.
Really?
That's what
Really?
it said in the trivia. It said that he's done that in
Wow.
Field of Dreams, and he doesn't. He is not a baseball fan.
So he did this for the money. Got it.
Well, he's
You
dead
know,
now, so it don't matter.
James Earl. I mean,
But it was
Uh,
so funny watching it. And then I do love the way he calls Babe Ruth George, because for those of you who don't know, that's his real name, George Herman Ruth. And the fact that like he was like, George signed this? And like you could just tell right away that like even as a kid, I knew I'm like, okay, he's calling him that probably because he know like he has to have some kind of connection to him. And then like this has to be
yeah.
the only movie that Dennis Leary doesn't cuss in, I'm pretty sure. It's like
probably.
Steven in our podcast. Like they don't like not cussing. It's like
What the after are you talking about?
so look at yeah. I know you
Uh, uh,
thank you for not
After I
saying it.
was looking at this, the facts here, you just suddenly popped up. This movie premiered 5 days before Marley Shelton's Wendy's 19th birthday, which would put her at about 18 when she made the movie. So if she's kissing an underage boy, that's a little weird. You're right.
Yeah, he had to be like 12 or something, right? Or I wonder how old Squints was.
It's either 12 or it's either weird or awesome. I don't know. Where are you looking
Well,
at? Which one?
it's awesome
Depends
for
on your
him.
perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it's
Well, you
like
know.
it's probably one of those things where it's like it is like just a pop kiss, suppose you know what I mean? Like I know they kind of hammed it up, but it probably is just like more of like a pop
Yeah.
kiss or whatever. But no, that's yeah, it's interesting. I wonder how good she looks nowadays.
How dare you?
Um,
How dare you?
what?
How dare? How, how should
All
she look?
right. So now we're gonna kind of sort of start kind of ending the movie talk and kind of getting more into the summer stuff. But why does
Mhm.
this movie bring back so much nostalgia for people who none of us were born in the 50s or 60s, and yet
Mhm.
we all can relate to it, or at least I know me and Steven can relate to it. I don't know about James, but like I haven't had a chance to talk to James about it, but I know me and Steven can relate. Like, why do we think that this movie just tugs on that nostalgia? You know what, James? I want to hear from you first. I'm gonna let you go
No.
first.
Like, why this particular movie? So, like, it paints the 50s and American folklore. That's very, like, that's like the good times. Like, so people like think about it that way. So, like, when people reference the 50s, I think less of the 60s, but like I think of it as like a very prosperous time. Everyone was doing that. Now, if that was true or not, who knows? Who am I to
Right.
say? But that is what is perceived to be believed. So, like, I think it's like 50s. Like, the reason I have nostalgia for it is because I watched a bunch of 50s and 40s and 30s movies. So, like, that time frame, if I'm looking at it, is nostalgia for me because I grew up watching old movies. So I
Mhm.
think it's just this romanticized past that was painted that is presented is why we think of it as nostalgic so
Yeah.
much. Even though we're not, even though I'm like, what, I wouldn't be born for another 30 years or whatever from like 50s. Like,
Right.
Wow.
Steven,
You
what
just
about
reminded
you?
me of, there's a great commercial I think it was from the 70s. Baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Chevrolet. Baseball, hot dog. I mean, it was just this big, let's talk about all the things that make us
Mm-hmm.
think of America. I talked to Dan about this last night. I think it brings that up, and it's because it's so specific. I mean, none of us were born in the 40s. We didn't experience, Ohio in the 40s, but A Christmas Story resonates with all of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's so specific. I think, and I'm a big believer that specificity truly leads to universality. If something is very specific, which goes against our instincts, for you think we have to open this up and make this more available to the masses. No, make it very, very, very specific, and then people will. Oh, I see myself in that.
Mm.
I'm not I didn't play. James did play baseball, but he still likes the movie and feels nostalgia for his childhood. Certain things, certain people that you hung out with all the time. You know, I can hear the
Yeah.
people who were trying to get me to not hate baseball. Well, so I mean, you'll really like it. No, I won't. I won't. If I eat bark, I won't like eating bark. No, so it's not going to happen. But I think there's something
That's
about
your dad's argument for getting you to like women.
you have no idea how close that was. You know, but but you know what I mean. Like there's just something that's if you have something very specific, it just makes you think of all the past
Yeah.
your experiences with really good friends and summers that never seem to end.
Yeah. So for me, this movie shouldn't be nostalgic because I grew up only kid on my street. I was the only kid for a long time until we adopted my sister. So like I
Really?
didn't have anybody growing up. Like I had no neighbors. They were all 'cause I lived on a farm. I had no neighbors. So like I never had childhood friends like this, and all my friends were at school, and that was it. So I never had the we're all going to get together and go play baseball. And to me, I think it boils down to kind of similar to what James was talking about is like just a simpler time. Like obviously, like nowadays, like we long for 90s where we didn't have cell phones. And so like just the fact that like the kids had to go out and play and it was safe enough to go out and play and they just could do what they want to do until 8 o'clock at night and they had to be home type deal. I think that's just kind of ingrained in all of us. And like, even though some of us didn't live that, we all can appreciate those summers because we all were kids at some point who got out of school. And so the
I mean,
fact that we can
mhm.
appreciate the summers, and we've all had good summers where you can probably remember, oh my gosh, I remember this summer for whatever reason. Maybe it's be something simple as I went to a really cool vacation or whatever, but you
Mhm.
remember that carefree, just throwing your papers up in the air, school's
Mhm.
out for summer, like type deal.
I will say that you're thinking of how there's this freedom. I would say that a lot of people my age, Gen X, call ourselves feral children. Like we were out there in the wild. If you want something to drink, there's a hose in the back.
Yep.
That kind of thing. I mean, and for our generation, they literally, and you can look this up, and I know a lot of people are going to say that they would have commercials that would say by celebrities saying on television, "It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are?" Not kidding. Look it up on
Wow.
YouTube. And Grace Jones is saying, Grace Jones is trying to remind you that you have children. What? What are you talking about? I mean, it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? Oh yeah, the street lights are on. Where are the kids? I mean,
Where's little Timmy?
or and I lived in the biggest subdivision in the South, so we had the entire subdivision. We were everywhere.
That's awesome.
You know,
Gosh.
I
you know.
mean, I
I just
read.
had I just had tons of land, so I just had like I would just roam but I had nobody to do it with, so it was just me and my cousin got older. He would come with me a lot of times, but for several years it was just me,
Wow.
just roaming me and my dog just roaming the
I mean,
just going down the creek and just finding like little crawfish, all that
great.
kind of stuff. Just
My father to
I
this day
mean,
has a business of a trucking company because a girl my age knocked on the door of my house over on Whitcomb Road and said to my mother, "Do you have any kids in his house?" Lisa came and all of a sudden she started playing with me and my brother, and then she had a brother of my brother's. They brought him over,
that's
and her
awesome.
parents owned a trucking company. So my father started doing their books, and he does them to this day, and makes a lot of money, you know, for
That's
this random
awesome.
encounter, But I don't think that would even begin to happen these days. There's no way, you know.
I mean, I was running around until like 8 in the morning till 10 o'clock at night, 10:30.
See, good for you.
Playing like flashlight tags with my group of friends, running on top of people's houses and illegally trespassing on people's land.
Yeah, dude,
You
no,
know,
it's
normal thing.
fantastic. All right, now we're gonna kind of deep, sort of still kind of talk about the movie. But have you guys ever broken anything or lost something that was your parents that you can remember? I don't really have one, but I just want to ask you guys because obviously losing Babe Ruth signed baseball, which is about
I mean,
$5,000, by the way, just to give you an idea what the price that is, if it's authenticated.
I've no idea what a couple mil.
Cause no, I'm saying like today.
Oh, oh,
Then it
no,
probably
but I
wasn't worth
did.
as much because it was only like he'd only died a few years earlier, so it wasn't. It's probably kind of like how like
Oh,
Stan Lee is, where like his stuff's not that expensive right now, but eventually it will because he just died a few years
okay.
ago. But yeah, do you guys have an example like that? Because I don't, because I wouldn't be living. I'd be dead by now if I broke something that The only thing I did was break
Well,
my parents' heart when I got a C, and does that count? No, I'm just playing.
oh, bless your heart. No, so what I have is what my mom had went away for the weekend for like one of the very few times she went away for the weekend.
That was very brave of her.
And and me and my brother broke the bathroom door and just completely like destroyed it. And my dad was in
No.
charge of watching us. And so my mom is like coming back from the airport or whatever. And she's running upstairs because she had to go to the bathroom and then just sees like a sheet
Oh no.
covering the bathroom door. She was like, I couldn't deal with it. And then she comes down and my dad's like laying on the couch and was like, well, who broke the bathroom door? And it was like, all of them apparently. And so like we spread out the blame between me and all my siblings, even though it was just me and my brother.
That's funny.
Uh yeah, so yeah.
I don't have a thing we broke, but like that, my two cousins, David and Richard, would come over. David was a year older than me. Richard was a year older than my brother. We'd play when my parents would play cards and drink and probably watch pornos or whatever. Who the hell knows? And we were upstairs in our second house, and I to this day don't remember what happened, but there was incredible crash in our room, and my father and David Richard's father came up and said, "What's going on?" And we're all sitting on the bed. No one's saying a word. The slide door, the glass door that goes to the closet, is off the hinges, and Richard has a huge gash in his forehead.
Oh my god!
What happened? I don't know. I don't know. We all kept to it, but I don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows. The damn door's off the hinges.
That's hilarious.
And he's got a gash. We're gonna have to take him to the hospital. But what happened? I don't know. I don't know.
I love that.
What
If none of you break,
no, you're not. No, we were like, you're not going to break us, buddy. We're not going to say anything. I don't think I ever broke anything with my parents because you're right. I would have a shoe sticking out of my
right.
Yeah.
Or
a belt around my butt.
So the block party scene where they're running to get the food, or when Ham stops to get the food or whatever. What is y'all's favorite 4th of July food?
corn on the cob.
I was about to say duck.
No, corn on the cob.
Wacky.
I love corn on the cob. I can eat it. Like,
do you like it grilled or any kind?
I like it grilled. I like it boiled. I like it anyway.
Yeah,
as long as I'm eating corn.
Grilled corn's good, man.
Yeah.
Like Dr. Seuss. I like it.
Have you had the corn like what is it, like the sweet corn you get from like the Mexican vendors where they have like they put all the stuff on it?
Oh, elotes? Yeah.
Is that what they're called? Okay, they're called, yeah.
Elotes. Oh, it's so good. Like I would bake that at home. Like you grill it and then you make elotes. Oh, nothing better than that when you get some fresh farm.
I like that answer. Honestly, I like that answer. Steven, what about you?
I'm gonna go with a good old, I would say a corn dog. Give me a corn dog any day.
Yeah, no, I'll echo that, Steven. I'm gonna say just a good old hot dog. Like, even though I know they're made with whatever, I don't care. Just give me one.
And if I would a big old fair like that, there's somebody's going to be having what's that? What's the
cotton candy?
Funnel cake?
No, not funnel cake.
Oh yeah,
funnel cake with more powdered sugar than a human should ever ingest in a lifetime. And just
sign me up. Am I right?
I mean, I've been known to walk around Dollywood, funnel cake.
I mean,
hold this while I go on that roller coaster over. Like, oh my god, so good. Just good comfort food.
All right, so this may not apply to everybody, but maybe think about just the hurler ride. I don't know what the official terminology of the ride's called, but close enough. Did you guys have a favorite carnival ride growing up? Not like, oh, Cedar Point ride, because that's like very random. That's like specific to that. But like, is it, like did you guys have a carnival ride or anything like that? Because to me, that just screams summer, like a carnival, and fall to a degree. But like, did
Mhm.
you guys have anything like for me? It was just I'm basic. It was just a merry-go-round. I've always just enjoyed the merry-go-round. It's just kind of chill because I'm not a big thrill seeker. So for me, I like the more chill rides. Just
I'm
kind
a
of
big
like,
scrambler, buddy. Give me a scrambler any day.
oh
I'm a
yeah, that's good. Yeah.
I mean,
scrambler.
when the random carnival fairs that would pop up and where I'm at, the one where it was like a cage and it would like
Oh
spin you
yes.
like this and then it would
Hmm.
make you go around in a giant loop and then twist you. I enjoyed that ride. Although,
I
And
also
and
I love the
a good old
Remember?
creaky Ferris wheel is perfect too.
Do you
Rusted,
remember the
just try.
uh,
Himalayan? Did y'all have the Himalayan at your
You have to.
fairs?
What is it? Maybe.
It's like just this. It's like it goes up and around this hill, but it goes really, really, really fast. You
yeah,
want to go faster? Then somebody screaming to go
Is it where
faster.
you're like standing up on it?
No, you're just sitting down, but it is just all these
Oh
zoom
yeah, I
forward.
think
it's
I.
just ripping.
It's just ripping.
And
No,
then
The
also like it's
Himalayan.
not really a ride, but like the Hall of Mirrors or like those are always fun, and it
Oh
kind of
yeah.
takes you back to the Grease thing, which we may have some details on that later. Um, um, all right. Did you guys have
All
it?
right.
So the Beast is kind of like a mythical creature. At one point, even the shadow looks like T-Rex. Did you guys have any like mythical creatures or like local lore as a kid that may have, like, oh, don't go bother old man Willie because he's got, one leg and will shoot you blind, like, is
That
there
was my
anything
grandpa.
like that you guys have?
I don't. I can't think of anything a local like that specifically. I mean, I think people in my grandfather's neighborhood not to go around him because he would, hurt somebody and was known to. I mean, if he thought that a kid at Halloween was too old or didn't have a costume on, he would give them X-Lax
What?
chocolate so they would never come back to his house. Yeah, that's my grandfather.
did she
Yeah,
want his house egged? Oh my god!
I mean,
No,
oh,
they knew
he
better.
and he had pistols, so they might egg
No,
it, but
they.
they would be dead after it was over. So, yeah,
Um,
I mean, he was that mean
They
old
were
man
throwing
over.
eggshells. He was throwing shells, gun
He was
shells. If you get my drift, James, what about you?
bringing eggs to a gun.
okay,
Yeah.
so growing up, I lived in Waukegan, and we have all these ravines, and Ray Bradbury is from there as well, and he
Oh yeah.
writes about a ravine about people getting killed and stuff in them. I think it was Dandelion Wine. Can't
Mm.
remember the actual book, but so the lore is like the ravines are kind of dangerous and like going through a lens. Like not many kids are reading the Ray Bradbury books, but like getting told like to scare you. Like I remember one time, like they described this creature. It was like I look kind of seemed like between half of like a chupacabra and a jackrabbit. Like it was really weird thing. And like if you were to go down into the ravine at night, you would be eaten by this creature. So don't go during the night. Except if you were playing flashlight tag and you ran down there, no one was ever finding you because no one's gonna follow you. So pro tip.
A chupa
But yeah,
rabbit. Oh, what
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was like I
That's
don't know
awesome.
like how to describe it. It would like change from like kid to kid. Like it was like a
Yeah,
game of
because it's
telephone.
local
But
legend.
well, that's
yeah, but they were
awesome.
like, oh no, I saw the bones down by the little river like area.
I love that. It makes me so happy. No, I love lore. I don't have one either, I don't think. Like the only one I've got is just one everyone's heard of, like the Bloody Mary, the window or the mirror. Everyone's heard that one. That's not local, but
Yeah.
no, I get same thing. So that's
Candyman
awesome.
Chicago.
What is it?
Candyman Chicago. Like that's
Mm,
where that
Oh,
lore starts apparently.
oh wow. Really?
that's cool. All right. So overall, did you guys enjoy this movie? As someone who's seen it, I'll go last. So, Stephen, I'll go with you because I think you've seen it the least because you hadn't seen any of it.
Oh, I very much
And
enjoyed
I
it.
want to get your opinion because I'm biased because of I grew up with it. So you
Oh, I,
watching it as an adult for the first time, how does it hold up as an adult, not having
I think
nostalgia
it's
behind
great.
it?
I think it's wonderful. I mean, there's sort of a looking at the movie or reading about the movie. It was like they would summarize it as an attempt to get this ball back. And I was like, it's so much more than that. It's so
Mm.
much about this group of people and this sort of friendship and this one summer. This one summer that just sticks out in your mind for some. My parents took my brother and I to Daytona Beach, Florida, every summer every summer of my childhood. There's one that sticks out in my head completely, and it's the this is how gay I am. It's the year we went to see Greece on vacation, so it tells you a lot. But I vividly remember being that age, going to see the movie, going to the pool afterwards,
Mm-hmm.
going to this magic shop and buying a magic trick that my father allowed us to, going to, over here to this place and getting a t-shirt that was airbrushed with the big
Yes.
man. I remember that entire week. Now, other
That's
weeks I
so
don't remember
cool.
so much, but I really remember that because it seemed like it was epic. It was, as the
Love
youngsters say,
that.
you know,
No, I
this was
love
a
that.
Um,
I'm glad that that sort of brought that out for you.
oh yeah.
I,
James, what about you?
I had vague memories of this movie, so I was like pretty much coming in there, and I was like, "Oh, this is great!" Like I'm gonna eat, like I remember going on a carnival ride and eating like I didn't do chewing tobacco, but like I definitely went on rides when I should not have gone because I eaten too much crap and my
Yeah,
stomach couldn't
you had
handle
a
it.
funnel cake that's out of your head, and then you go.
Yeah, like a funnel keg. Let's have a giant pop and some other stuff, and then let's go on a ride that spins you around real quick. Uh, no, but I really enjoyed this movie. This movie was hilarious. I liked the little robot invention, like trying to get the ball, like
Oh yeah.
that
Yeah,
creativity, like so much fun.
the
Oh,
I
kids
my
were
enjoyed this
very
Erector
movie.
good.
set.
Oh, that kind of reminds me. I love whenever they're pulling the one kid up, whenever he's like the yeah kid, and he goes like randomly, and like that's such a kid thing because kids say random stuff and make random noises all the time. It's like that actor knew what they were doing. Obviously, they were kid, but still, like, and then
Yeah.
also like not to dive too deep, like personally, but the fact that Steven, you liked it. You're not a sports person. James, you liked it. You're not a sports person. You even got your wife to watch it, like,
Yes.
and she liked it.
Mhm.
And so it's like, and then me, who is an athlete or was, I'm not anymore because I cry when I get out of bed every morning, but was an athlete, like, and I love it. So it to me, it really shows that it does hit all
Mhm.
generations, all types of people. And I think it's just a good movie. Like, it's just a good summer movie. Like, it's just a good movie. Like it's not going to
Mhm.
win any awards, but it's just a good summer feel good movie.
Exactly.
I mean, some
Exactly.
of the Oscars we've seen, I think this is a better movie.
I don't know. Cimarron really beats this. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's like obviously it's never going to win anything. I put it kind of in that like Disney category. It's not a Disney movie. I put it in that Disney movie where it's like, have you ever guys seen the movie Rookie of the Year?
Hmm. I've never seen it, but I've heard
It's
about it.
like
Yeah.
90s and it's based on like a kid who plays for the Chicago Cubs, but it's that same. It's got Gary Busey, so that's like the one celebrity. And actually, it's the guy who plays American Pie before he plays it. But
Mhm.
it's that same idea where it's like never gonna win anything, but it's just a cult classic. It's cult. I guess sort of similar to Home Alone, where it's like never gonna win an award, but it's just a cult classic. You know
Mhm.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Um,
There are a lot of Disney movies that came out in the late 60s, early 70s that they played to us all the
mm,
time when I was in school. The North Avenue Regulars, what was it? The Apple Dumpling Gang. I mean, all these things that we played. That just still, they're not great movies. I love them with my heart.
yeah.
They're so incredible. You know.
Awesome. Well, I think that wraps up this one, guys. Be sure to, if you made this far, please do like, consider subscribing. We also have the most important part of it. We have James Duck Award.
No, oh my
So without
gosh.
further ado, and it better not be Squints kissing a girl and having nine
Ah!
kids. James, what's the Duck Award?
My Duck Award goes to the kid that stopped to get a hot dog before uh before he wanted to go play baseball in the middle of the night for 4th of July. He stood,
Yes,
stopped, and needed to get food.
yeah,
Was it
Hamilton
Ham,
Ham.
right?
He's the one. Yeah, Ham. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Hamilton ham, stopping for a hot dog.
He's the same one that stops at the cake when the dog is chasing.
So smart. Such a good kid.
Yeah, that kid deserves the ducky.
He had his priorities. He was like, "Nah, I'm getting this while I'm going out there.
I'm gonna eat some good food before I run around." And
he's also playing catcher. Like, how often? You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, he's not exactly doing anything.
How dare you? I mean, catcher's a very different way. I'm sorry.
Anyway, we're talking about kids, Steven. So let's.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Jeffrey Epstein. Let's not have this
conversation. Nose and a lot of. I'm sorry.
But anyway, if you guys have made it this far and haven't reported us yet, please do consider liking, subscribing. We really do appreciate it. We're trying to get 100 subscribers, so please do like if you have, and let us know below what other summertime movies you guys enjoyed, or summertime events, or even your favorite foods. Let us know in the comments below. Next week we do have another summer themed special, and it will be Summer Lovin'. It'll be a debate between myself and Steven on which Grease is better, Grease or Grease 2. So tune into that. Come ready to fight in the comments for that one. I'm sure James will have some great questions for us to get us fired up and grease those wheels of conversation. He's the judge. He's gonna come with a wig and a robe. Anyways,
it's like a Hallmark card.
Anyways, thank you guys so much again. Please go out and celebrate the 4th of July if you haven't already. Until next time, this is the Chicago Cinephiles Podcast. Signing out.